Join the HN Live family with its new video platform, HN Live Plus.
Oh! No. Oh, it's over! Whoa!
Not only will you get a platform with paywalls and copyright protection, but also 4K streaming at the lowest pricing with customer support.
Here comes Boyle on a breakaway. 5-hole scores!
HN Live Plus will also bring high-quality video production, video editing, and social media support to help grow your brand. Join the fastest-growing sports streaming company in North America, HN Live Plus. Call today and showcase your content.
Back at the Scotiabank Pond, North York, Ontario, ready to go. Final matchup of the evening. Team Toronto, who are 3-1 in their 4 games, versus Team US Central Atlantic 1-4. They start to close out the round robin portion of the tournament. You see both teams going through their final paces. Is Toronto, the home team, in the white and blue. Not a surprise to see them decked out in the white and blue, and then in the black with the white stripes is Team US Central Atlantic. Luke Neshevich will get the start for the Central Atlantic, his 3rd appearance. 0-2, 862 save percentage, 4.00 goals against average. And it is Christopher Benakopoulos in for Toronto. 1-1, 2.50 goals against average, and a 917 save percentage. Toronto coming off a 4-3 victory over Team Ontario. Central Atlantic coming off a shootout, or a high-scoring affair, I should say, 9-5 to US East as we are underway with these two teams. Hockaday moves the puck up. Jiricek will cut to the outside, unable to get anything going. Centered out front and knocked away by the paddle of Benakopoulos. Round it goes. Hunter Willett back to the line. Benakopoulos made the save. Good pressure to start off by Central Atlantic. Hughes tried to get to it, as did Shao, and the puck is shot in. Lead pass skips past everybody. Icing will be called. 58 seconds has been played of the first period. 1 or 2 shots recorded on Benakopoulos by Central Atlantic. Goals against has been a bit of an issue for them, particularly in the last 3 games. They've given up 20 goals in their last 3 games. 24 overall in the tournament. Shot, and Benakopoulos makes the save after Caden Down tested him. Puck is kept in. And a slash followed by a body check that knocked down Tether. Shot was stopped by goaltender Neshevich. Puck will come back to the line. McCormick with a move, lost the handle. Able to get it to teammate, and looks like we're gonna have a penalty coming up on the play. Tripping, call. Caden Down to the penalty box. First power play goes to Toronto. Tino Perez, back it goes for Smith. Wang up for Smith, sets it up for Perez. In the slot, knocked away. Good quick stick of Greeno.
US Central Atlantic penalty, number 73, Caden Down, 2 minutes for tripping from penalty 15-15.
Cleared down the ice by JP Shannon. Greeno giving chase, energetic, killing the penalty on the forecheck. Schuler inside the blue line. Knocked off stride, and then hard hit by Perez. Not Shannon. Puck is cleared again by Hockaday this time. 1:05 and running to go. The power play for Toronto. Twists and turns and feeds it to Schuler. Drop pass, Perez poked away. And now skated out. Shot deflected, and then Benakopoulos will cover up after Duquette had the opportunity. 37 seconds to go in the penalty. Assessed to Caden down. Newman on the draw with Muse. Toronto's had a little trouble getting organized. Metropolis, drop pass, Wang sets it up. Lettieri, shot, that was blocked. Hit, Muse, who's a little shaken up on that play. Chow right back into things, tries to chase down the puck, and the puck gets shot in by Carbonell. And that'll just about do it for the power play. Toronto 0 for 1 with the man advantage. And really didn't get to generate a whole lot during that power play. Dimitropoulos gets it in. Chow will give chase as he looks to track down Willett. Out front. Spinning, Shao. Neshevich there to cover. Wang off the point. Shot stopped. Good save made by Neshevich. He holds on. So Toronto managed to generate more offense after their power play expired. They had a couple good shots and good opportunities on Luke Neshevich in the goal for the Central Atlantic. The draw back to the line. Jasper Wang gets into the slots, switches to the forehand. Slides one for Perez. Back to the line. Wang shot through a crowd. Neshevich spied that. Set up and Tether with a shot, and that's stopped by Neshevich. Ibrahim cycles to Wang. He goes down. And then skated out by Greenall with a drop pass. And that all breaks down, and the puck gets lifted in. We hit the 5-minute mark of the first period. Perez feathers one. Tether off wing with a shot. Straight up in the air, batted out of midair by Tether. Clever hand-eye coordination by Tether. I think they did rule it with a high stick. Regardless, Nadeau. Lead pass, Schuler, Perez with him. Schuler towards Perez, and skated out by the Central Atlantic. Shot coming, and that's ripped wide of the net by Blanchard. Blanchard, another shot deflected straight up. Who's going to track it? Duquette almost tracked it. Now Duquette with the puck. Nice move, but then he lost sight of it. Puck is taken. Here comes Nathan Lynn. Weaves his way through. Still got the skates moving, and he tried to get it back to the point. Unsuccessful in doing so. 3-on-2 coming back in transition. Led by Muse, carrying the puck, and then he gets spun around. Muse picks up the puck again. Gets it back to the line, set up. Sedgwick shooting, and looking top corner. Muse shrugs off a slash. Wang's finally covered up, and we'll get some pushing and shoving as Neshevich had collected the puck. 8:32 to go in the first period. Did we get a penalty out of that exchange? There was a little pushing and shoving. No, it just looks like Central Atlantic one short. Off the draw. Smith. Shot. Nice save, Neshevich, as there was traffic materializing out front. In transition, shot is stopped. Bekaropoulos centered out front. That all breaks down and away. Some great move inside out by McCormick. He did get a shot away, tumbled heavily into the boards. Right back up though. Shao shot through a crowd, deflected. Tether picks it up, and that one glanced off the post. Back it goes for Sedgwick. Set up for Shao in the middle. Tether again pulls the trigger. Save made by Neshevich, and he holds on. .7:39 to go here in the first period. Offensive zone face-off for Toronto. A little mask repair, it looks like, needed for the goaltender, Neshevich. Referee's job isn't just about calling penalties, it appears. He's looking to take care of the mask of Neshevich, and he looks like he's done so. Off the draw. The Metropolis, Schuler down low. Stick handling. And Duquette there to try and take it away. Backhanded to the line. Lettieri keeping it in low. And the puck will come free and then is cleared into the netting, out of play for a whistle. Leagues in the NHL about clearing the puck out of play. Ibrahim looking to create some space for himself. Gets it back to the line. Lettieri's shot. That was off the top of the stick of Neshevich. Toronto starting to claim control of this game, though Duquette looks to kind of change that with a rush, but nothing going. And Lettieri fends off Duquette to get the puck out. Lettieri will leave it. Pass will go to Schuler. Schuler will just lift one in, go off on a line change, and allow Muse to pick up the battle on the forecheck. Stretch pass slowed up, hops over Nadeau. And there's a penalty coming up on the play as Duquette was trying to fight his way inside. Hooking is the call. And Duquette to the penalty box. Toronto back to the power play. Second opportunity for Toronto on the power play. 6:20 to go here in the first period. Toronto didn't generate a whole lot. Their first power play opportunity. Clean face-off win. Back it goes to Jasper Wang. Sets it up. Slides down low from Alston Wang. Puck back to the line. McCormick. Jasper Wang makes a move into the slot. Doesn't see an opportunity. Turns it back. In the middle, and the shot by Tether was blocked. Good setup. Back it goes for McCormick. Up top for Jasper Wang. Shot through a crowd. Nice save made by Neshevich. He holds on. And the gentlest of pushing and shoving after the whistle. .126 to go in the power play. And Toronto has worked the puck around much better than they did the first time. Off the draw, another clean face-off win to McCormick. Great move, shooting. He was looking short side and didn't miss by much. Alston Wang gets it to McCormick. McCormick. Back it goes for Jasper Wang. Back for McCormick. Looked up to Alston Wang, and McCormick will work it from the top again. Drop pass, Jasper Wang through a crowd, scores! A shot by Jasper Wang hits somebody out front. Let's see who leads the parade. Looks like it's Muse's goal. 1-0 Toronto. Power play goal for Toronto to open the scoring here. Sedgwick back in his own zone. Turns away, Nadeau collects, pass. Couldn't get it past Brenner Allen.
Team Toronto goal scored by number 19, Joshua Muse. Assist by number
Rolled in,
79,
covered
Jasper Wang.
by Neshevich.
16, Colin McCormick. Time of goal 5:13.
So the primary assist to Jasper Wang and the secondary assist, Cullen McCormick on the power play goal by Muse, his second of the tournament. Puck played around, collected by Newman. Had to drop it back, chipped off the boards, kept him by Shao. Round it goes. Allen looks to move it for Central Atlantic. Schuler tips it in. Tracking back is Hunter Willett for the U.S. Central Atlantic team. 4:20 to go here in the first period. Sedgwick able to shoot it in. Settled for Willett, is turning away from Chow. Broken out by the Central Atlantic. Duquette turns after taking the feed from Caden Down. Puck out front. Nice save made by Benakopoulos. It was Duquette sniffing around, and he got the opportunity. Duquette 3 goals in the tournament, so you know he's a goal scorer. Off the draw, a shot by Benakopoulos, who had to stretch out. A goaltender doesn't expect a shot with that sort of pace and placement off the faceoff. Benakopoulos did well. Clean faceoff win. And a hard shot by Nathan Lynn. Atlantic, he'll lead 3 black sweaters inside the zone. Drop pass, opportunity in transition. McCormick will pick out Alston Wang. He's in, quick shot, missed the net. Shot from the outside, Ibrahim, easily stopped by Neshevich, and he'll hold on. 3:24 to go in the first. So a couple opportunities for the Central Atlantic for the net. McCormick loses the draw. To Newman. 4 players will fight for it near the corner. Lettieri from the point, and that kind of flutters in on Neshevich, who gloves it and holds on. 3:08 to go in the first. Wins the face-off. Tether tries to fight to get a shot away. Unable to do so. Backhand pass going to Stray. And Nadeau will turn back in his own zone. With a feed for Perez. Backhands one through the middle. That's a great pass for Tether coming in with Muse. And Muse fights, ducks the hit. Muse with the puck sets it up for Nadeau, and he just couldn't find the handle when he wanted to pull the trigger. Here is Nadeau. Shuffles one across. Jasper Wang feeds Nadeau. Good pressure here by Toronto. Deflected by Newman, gives the puck away to Tether out front. And Greenall will skate it out. Puck is lifted in. Goes wide of the net of Banakopoulos. Duquette chasing the puck. Didn't get there. And the puck was fired around. Nadeau. And Jasper Wang will turn back. Here's Muse. Kind of hit Perez with that shoot-in attempt, so Perez will try and get it in, but he's surrounded by black sweaters. And eventually it's Nathan Lynn who got the puck free, and then he dives to make a pass. Unable to do so. Muse gets sandwiched between Lynn and JP Shannon. Nathan Lynn chased by Jasper Wang. Jasper Wang ran him into the corner. Puck goes back to the line. Shot, and it's deflected a couple times after Allen shot it. Loose puck, Willett. Cycle one. Caden down. Eventually lost the puck as we hit a minute to go. Toronto in transition. Look at Nadeau go. He's in with Schuler, but it's all Nadeau stopping, waiting for support, and then finally lost the puck. Picked up by Nadeau, got a shot away, changed directions. Shao spins, looking for it is Neshevich, and it was behind the net. Lead pass, Shannon backhanded one forward. And down goes Allen, couldn't go much further. Lead pass for Schuler. McCormick will join him on this rush. Schuler ducks contact. Schuler gets it to Shao. Great move, quick shot, and he just missed. Cycled for McCormick last 10 seconds of the period. Chipped out by Willett. And that'll just about do it. Oh, a steal. Is there a chance to shoot it? And he missed the net just as the buzzer went. Tristan Duquette with the steal. And then we get a quick meeting between Jiricek, McCormick. 15 minutes in the books at the end of one period of play at the Quench World Invitational here at Scotiabank Pond. 1-0, Toronto over Central Atlantic. Back after this on hnlive.ca. Ready to go, second period. Teams get about a 1-minute break between periods 1 and 2. They will flood after the second period. Toronto up 1-0. The goal scored on the power play by Joshua Muse. Ibrahim stood up with a bit of a high hit there by Duquette, who has been definitely the most aggressive and noticeable forward for Central Atlantic as Duquette has the puck now. Spins it and tries to cut inside. Good defensive play made by Will Smith. And the puck is sent to the line. Shot from the point wide. Pinching in. McInnes. Other side, easy save, Banakopoulos. McInnes, and that's wide of the net. Ibrahim with a feed for Tether, who tried to go inside. Flipped in the direction of Duquette. Ibrahim back. And Duquette lost his glove. McInnes playing it in on the delayed offside. And Duquette looks shaken up. He might have been hacked or slashed or contacted on the hand that lost the glove. Down low for Muse. Perez supporting, Schuler in front of the net. Look, Muse tried to keep the skates going. He lost the puck and it's just cleared. Jasper Wang with pressure being applied by JP Shannon. Stolen away. It's Caden down. Didn't have a pathway to the net. Pass out front, deflected wide. Sent around. Schuler giving chase, kept in by Blanchard. He shot that one off the outside of the net. Hit from behind on Muse. Keep on playing. That was delivered around the defenseman. Cutting in with a shot. Nice save, Neshevich. Back to the point. Nadeau gets to the middle, got a shot away, and Muse was reaching for it. Muse shoved, cycled it for Schuler. Schuler, skates are moving, gets it to the slot. Look at Schuler go! Schuler still with it, slides it out front, and no stick was there. Jasper Wang down low for Schuler, who couldn't control the pass cleanly. He made a brilliant play, stick handling did Schuler, and almost got it in. Caden down, back for the Central Atlantic. A drop pass, shot coming, and that's blocked by Jasper Wang. Got it right to Nadeau. Here's Tether. Nice feed. Chow stopping, shots or pass, hit skates in front of the net. Banked off the glass over Nathan Lynn, down the ice. Lettieri has to scurry back, and he's got Greenall pressuring. Puck will come around. Tether smartly plays it back. Dimitropoulos gets it up, and it's tipped in by Chow. Swept around by Neshevich. Hard hit from behind, and that will be penalized. And Chow comes in for a word to support his teammate McCormick, who was drilled on the play. Toronto was headed to the power play. Boarding is the call. Carbonell, it looks like, to the penalty box. Toronto 1 for 2 with the power play here. Two-minute penalty assessed to Pearson Carbonell. Scrambled off the draw, the controlled. Lettieri up top. Dimitropoulos. McCormick will turn back, gets it back for Dimitropoulos. Back for McCormick. McCormick will spin. Good stick handling by McCormick. Dimitropoulos thought about shooting it, gets it to Lettieri. Angle is sharp, he goes cross ice. Picked up by McCormick. Dimitropoulos will return it to McCormick. He'll be shadowed by Juracek. Across they go, Lettieri scores! Beautiful feed, and it's finished off by Francesco Lettieri, his first of the tournament. On the power play, makes it 2-0. So Toronto, via the power play, has built a 2-0 lead. They are 2 for 3 with the man advantage now. Puck is shot in. And now the Central Atlantic will need a response. Here's Ibrahim. Being chased by Grinnell. Up for Alston Wang. Turns it over to Newman. Just beyond the half boards. Puck is played back. Snapped forward but given away. And then Fanning on the shot. Second shot was blocked. Toronto's got 3 going in transition. Ibrahim waiting, and the pass. It got beyond and another penalty coming up on the play. Smith shot. Neshevich makes the save. And it was knocked up in the air by McInnes. And if U.S. Central Atlantic wants to send a steady parade to the penalty box, it might not be their best strategy, as it looks like Chase Blanchard has joined the penalty parade. 2 minutes up on the board. Off the draw, Perez. Nadeau. Perez has to chase, little miscommunication. And the puck will be cleared. Here is Nadeau. Picks out Perez, keeps on going. Dropped it back, and Schuler couldn't keep it in. Here's Jasper Wang. Lin tried to challenge Jasper Wang. He gets to the middle of the ice and able to get the puck in the zone. He tried to leave it for Schau. It was offside. As the puck comes outside the blue line, it's located and shot down the ice by Juracek. Nadeau. Good smooth skating defenseman inside the zone. Will stop, wait for support and positioning, and then lost it to Willett, who played it around and just didn't have the legs to track that down. Tail end of a penalty killing shift. Drifted back by Carbonell, and Toronto power play sent back again. Now just 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. Blanchard in the penalty box. Central Atlantic, Jasper Wang couldn't get it deep, and it's cleared back out again. Willett doing a good job. Here is Alston Wang. Cutting in, high slot with a shot, and that one whistled over the glove of Neshevich. Penalty about to expire. Toronto 2 for 4 on the power play. Lettieri takes it from Dimitropoulos. Greenall played it down low. Alston Wang has to drop it back. Dimitropoulos, tether, inside tip. Just missed McCormick. And the puck is shot right back in by Wyatt McInnes. Loose puck picked up J.P. Shannon. Backhanded around. Tether able to break it out, looking for McCormick. High pass, and McCormick sidesteps the hit. 2-on-1 coming in with a shot, and backing up, making the save. Neshevich, as we get some more pushing and shoving, as Tether was standing in front of the net. .7:08 to go in the second period. Face-off controlled by the Central Atlantic. They get it to center. Will Smith with a feed, gets it down. Sedgwick. Only as far as the line. To tell the ice getting a little bit soft out there. Warmer day, lots of hockey being played. Lead pass, Muse in with Ibrahim. Perez joining. Save made by Neshevich, collected by Perez. Rolls it to the slot, and the puck is going to be to the line and no further. Smith will sweep it down low. Brenner around the long side, inside tip, that works. And here comes Juracek, in with Lin. Juracek then ran out of real estate, got stapled by Sedgwick for his troubles. Perez can't make a play on it. Lynn will slide one down low, and that will allow Hockaday to pick up the battle. Smith lifting one up. That one is tracked by Hockaday, who backhands one in. Quick shot by Greenall. Goes wide of the net. Another attempt wide of the net off the stick of Carbonell. Puck is cleared down the ice. Icing is signaled and then waved off. Chopped forward. Lynn gets it forward. Only as far. Jasper Wang played inside the Central Atlantic zone. Cross ice feed. Here's the speedy Lynn. Coming in, is he going to drive to the net? No, he gets angled smartly and bumped by Jasper Wang in the end. Nice play by Jasper Wang to take out the speedy Nathan Lynn, who's at 6 points. McCormick squares into the slot and then shot it going the other way and just missed. Lead pass, 3-on-2. That all breaks down Nadeau. Good play. Shot by Chow from the outside. McCormick turns in the neutral zone. Little open ice to work with. Nice move by McCormick. In with Schuler. McCormick still going and then finally gets down courtesy of a couple of players. Out front, they score. It is set up beautifully. And it's Alston Wang with his 6th of the tournament, making it 3-0. It was great work by Cullen McCormick, who drew a lot of attention. Become one of the top scorers in the tournament with 6 goals. And Toronto comfortably ahead 3-0. 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Greenall looks to bull his way forward.
Goal scored by number 77, Alston Wang, 6th by number 16, Colin McCormick, and number 26, Hunter Nadeau. Time of goal 4:10.
So Nadeau will pick up the secondary assist after McCormick got the first one, and it looks like we've got another penalty coming up on the play. Dimitropoulos to the box for Toronto. And the U.S. Central Atlantic will go to the power play. Juracek and Alston Wang on the draw. Sedgwick uses that long reach to collect and clear. Alston Wang speeding after it. Twisting and turning. He's got Tether with him, and Alston Wang, great job, skated it out of the zone, dropped it back to Smith for Sedgwick. And Sedgwick whiffed on it, Tether there to support, and even though it didn't get much steam, got it to center. Bretter goes across. Inside, Juracek driving, poked away by Benakopoulos. Out front they go, they jam away. Again, Juracek in the middle of things. Back it goes to the line. Wyatt McInnes sends one across, gets the return. Tristan Duquette, the most effective forward for Central Atlantic. Doesn't look like he's returned since getting a hand injury during the period. He lost his glove and then was favoring one of his hands as he left the ice. 40 seconds to go in the Giantonio Dimitropoulos. A short-handed goal, though. Just as I turned away, and it was Aiden Chow scoring 4-0. Special teams doing the job here for Toronto here today. 2 power play goals and now a shorthanded goal.
Team Toronto goal, shorthanded, scored by number 86, Aiden Seiler. Time of goal 2:26.
So it's unassisted. Cleared up, and Chow was looking for more as he was challenging Willett. Hockaday, excuse me. Back it goes, shot turned aside, Benakopoulos out front. Oh, what a save by Benakopoulos, and he dives and robs. Player on another one, and sitting down, a brilliant save by Christopher Benakopoulos, who just put on a one-goalie show the last 20 seconds to kill off the rest of the time on the power play. Goodness me, that's goaltending. Especially that the second goal when he sprawled across, and the third goal from the seat of his pants with the glove save to hold on. You can hang several stars on that one. Now there's a discussion going on and wondering if the Toronto player left the penalty box early. See if they send him back for a second or so, or what they're doing here. We are not privy to the ice level discussions from our broadcast perch up here, so we can only just guess. Was one of the coaches from Central Atlantic who, for some reason, went in the penalty box. Did he get locked in the penalty box, maybe? I don't know. Either way, it's a brief discussion, and nothing really changes this. 100 seconds for nothing, and could have been a crooked number on the scoreboard for Central Atlantic if not for the goaltending of Christopher Benakopoulos. Nesevich, and then it's backhanded wide by Schuler. Dimitropoulos will pitch in off the point, and his centering feed was interrupted by Carbonell. Here comes Hockaday. Shot gets deflected wide. McCormick, who has been a presence, 3 potentially on 1. McCormick's shot turned aside by Nesevich. He was squared up and positioned well for that save. Nadeau, Dimitropoulos, he'll fire one in. Poked forward by Allen. Owen Greeno with a weak shot, follow up off the shoulder of Benakopoulos. Another shot stopped by Benakopoulos, who just said laid down the ice. They wave icing off as time ticks away, almost given away to Lynn. Sent down the ice, right on net though, and we have 2 periods in the books here at Scotiabank Pond Arena. Toronto, 2 power play goals, a short-handed goal, and 1 even strength goal. They lead U.S. Central Atlantic 4-0. We'll break for the Zamboni to come on and flood the ice, come back for the third in about 10 minutes on hnlive.ca.
Join the HN Live family with its new video platform, HN Live Plus.
Oh!
No.
Oh, it's over! Whoa!
Not only will you get a platform with paywalls and copyright protection, but also 4K streaming at the lowest pricing with customer support.
Here comes Boyle on a breakaway. 5-hole scores.
HN Live Plus will also bring high-quality video production, video editing, and social media support to help grow your brand. Join the fastest growing sports streaming company in North America, HN Live Plus. Call today and showcase your content. Join the HN Live family with its new video platform, HN Live Plus.
Oh! No. Oh, it's over! Whoa!
Not only will you get a platform with paywalls and copyright protection, but also 4K streaming at the lowest pricing with customer support.
Here comes Boyle on a breakaway. 5-hole scores.
HN Live Plus.
We are back inside the Scotiabank Pond, the CWENCH World Invitational Tournament. Set for the third period between US Central Atlantic and Toronto, and Toronto comfortably ahead 4-0. They've got goals from Joshua Muse on the power play, Francesco Lettieri on the power play, even strength goal by Alston Wang, his 6th of the tournament, and then Aiden Chow off of a turnover with a shorthanded goal. 1-0 after one period, 3 goals in the second period, and US Central are up against it as we head to the third. Close to wrapping up round robin play. Toronto's had a good tournament so far. They're looking to go to 4-1. US Central Atlantic has a win 5-2 to Ontario, 6-1 to US West, and 9-5 to US East. For Toronto, 3-2 over Canada Atlantic, 5-2 over Canada East, 4-2 loss to the US East, and a 4-3 win over Team Ontario. No penalties carrying over to the third period. And again, we wait for the officials. .ca officials camera. Out. It's taken so long that we've had a chance to listen to all of Rush's Spirit of Radio. We can only hope that they'll break into some Trooper next. We only joke because the officials took their time at the beginning of, I think it was the last game. They didn't have any officials. I think somebody stole the key to their dressing room. And I see stripes. And we will track the entrance of the officials back on the ice in the third period. Ready to go for the third. Puck is shot in. Lettieri will track it, chased by Juracek. Perez tried to feather one through the neutral zone, back inside the Toronto zone where Dimitropoulos is there. Cross-ice feed, here's Chow. Makes a move, squeezes to the corner. Carbonell was there, rolled forward. Grinnell couldn't make much of a play on it. Icing called. We'll get our first whistle 44 seconds in. McCormick on the draw. Puck is picked up by Willett, backhanded out, down the ice. Icing waved off, so Nadeau is there to collect. Alston Wang gave the puck away. Play back, Jasper Wang for McCormick. Nice move by McCormick, then he's stripped of the puck. Caden Down gets it in. Nadeau bodied him. Jasper Wang gave the puck away. Hunter Willett to the neutral zone. Alston Wang wanted to get it to McCormick. Instead, it's Jasper Wang who will take it in with a cross-ice feed. McCormick, backdoor feed for Schuler. Lead pass is tipped out by J.P. Shannon. Here's Nadeau. He'll turn back in his own zone. Schuler carries the puck in. Shot deflected a little bit. Goes way over the net. Loose puck. Tether's shot almost squeezed through. It was stopped by Neshevich. It has been the far busier of the two goaltenders, but we're still talking about Christopher Benakopoulos' three-save masterpiece in the second period. Puck is cleared inside the Toronto zone. Not enough steam for icing, so Will Smith gives the puck away to Grinnell, and he rolled one through. Nobody there to collect. Tip through the middle. Tether away with Perez. Tether stops, shoots, and that one hit a leg out front. Skated to the blue line at least by Blanchard. Didn't go very far though. Lead pass. Ibrahim makes a move, gets it to Tether, who backhanded it in part of the way. Stretch pass missed everybody, but it will carry him in on Benakopoulos, who will hold on, and Dimitropoulos will come in for a quick word with Greeno. A little bit of a snow shower always draws a conversation. .44 left in the third period. Might be an equipment problem with one of the quite see who it is, as he's got his jersey tucked in. Might have been J.P. Shannon. Lettieri cross ice. Alston Wang couldn't take the lead pass. Puck is right in on Neshevich, and he'll cover it up. Off the draw. Past Lettieri. Lynn trying to win a foot race, and he wins that foot race. Here's Lynn. Quick shot, and well, he got tripped and fell heavily into the boards. And to his credit, right back up and to the front of the net. Out front, and then Newman couldn't find the handle. He was set up in the slot. Here's Chow skating it away. Cross-ice feed, picked off. Now Lynn will make his way to the bench, and he is favoring a little bit something as he made his way off. It was a heavy tumble into the boards. Pass beyond Chow through the middle. Dimitropoulos to Chow. Chow, he just couldn't get there in time. Wang able to sweep it. Here comes Chow. Potential break on a bad change. Shot save made by Neshevich. Rebound. And Neshevich there to follow up. Central Atlantic got caught in a bad change. Lead pass. Newman just couldn't take it cleanly. Got a stick on it to prevent the icing. Jasper Wang is back. Kept in by Willett to the slot. Out. Schuler ahead of the play. They couldn't get him the puck. Now Schuler collects. Nadeau jumping into the rush. Pass across Nadeau, never took it cleanly. They turn back at the line. Nadeau. Nice move as he pulls and drags. Top it goes. Cormick. High rising shot over the net. Jasper Wang pinching in. Played around by Schuler. Back to the line with Doe. McCormick had it knocked away. Stolen away now, Tether. Tether shot, nice save made by Neshevich. McCormick couldn't follow up on the rebound, and Chase Blanchard looks to get it out and does. Here's Smith. Schuler cutting in. And it gets shoved a little bit in. Then lost the puck. Lynn couldn't take the pass cleanly. Able to knock it away from Sedgwick though. Turns and centers one out front, and again Benakopoulos there, but they score on the rebound though. Benakopoulos hadn't cleaned it up, and after he robbed Blanchard, it's one on the board for the Central Atlantic. Goal scored, 8:49 mark. It is Owen Greenall scoring his third goal of the tournament to give the Central Atlantic a little bit of hope. McInnes backhands one around. The Metropolis shot is blocked. Greenall for Lynn. He's stopped by Lettieri. Lynn with the steal. Stick handling, tried to center, that was blocked by Dimitropoulos, who takes the outlet pass and goes cross ice for Lettieri. Tracking back smartly was Newman to interrupt that offensive foray, and here comes Lynn. Darting down the wing, then he gets shoved by Ibrahim. Sharp angle shot blocked, and then it hopped over Newman's stick. Skips out of the zone. Nice moves by Hockaday in, and Benakopoulos the save, and he covers up. 7:47 to go in the third.
For 62-68, Owen Greenall, assisted by number 98, Nathan Lynn. Time to goal, 8:49.
So Nathan Lynn has his 7th point to continue to lead U.S. Central Atlantic in scoring in this tournament. Here's Jasper Wang. McCormick is off his skate though. Nadeau speeding into the zone. 4 Toronto players hit the zone. McCormick tried to go upstairs. Neshevich there to cover as it went over his shoulder. Nadeau turns the puck over. Juracek got a stick in there. Carbonell uses the glass to get the puck out. Now it's broken in, an opportunity on the backhand, and Benakopoulos, cool, calm, and collected, makes the save. As it was with the save, 7 minutes even to go here. Off the draw. Here is Perez. Inside, outside. Nice job by Lynn, the forward, to play him. Smith down low. Schuler couldn't quite turn the corner. Then got belted. Sedgwick with a shot, never got through. Lynn will break it out. Greenall with him. And Lynn's pass was blocked by Smith on a good play. Tether gets the skates moving. Schuler reaching back now. And from inside the blue line, Smith going to the net as he goes cross ice. Picked up by Will Smith. And Smith, backhand, long shot, easy glove save from Neshevich. After he was tested by Sedgwick. Back to the line. Hard shot, and look at that blocker save. Neshevich deflected it off the roof after that shot when Dimitropoulos came in. Back to the line, Dimitropoulos, cross ice feed, Alston Wang. Tried to get it to the front of the net, blocked by Newman, cleared out. Collected by Lettieri. Cross ice and scurrying back, Wyatt McInnes. Chopped up and out of play. We'll get a whistle, 5:36 to go here in the third. They're going to change the location of the face-off. It'll come in the neutral zone now, just outside the blue line. Right off the draw, rolled in, and Banakopoulos will cover up. That was a late jab for sure, and it's going to boil over. Whomever it was from Central Atlantic came in, and it was a clear late jab, and that's always going to draw a response. Every single time without fail. Dimitropoulos is off to the penalty box. Sebastian Juracek off to the penalty box, as well as Connor Newman. Oh, nope, they're just skating to the bench. So it looks like the only penalty actually to Dimitropoulos, and it's a power play for U.S. Central Atlantic. One of those ones in which you sit there and go, well, who started it? And it was the U.S. Central Atlantic player, a little jab, and the over-aggressive reaction from Dimitropoulos, and the power play, the U.S. Central Atlantic. Pinballs to Lynn. Lynn wanted to pull the trigger, fanned on it. And it's fired down the ice by Alston Wang. Pass missed its intended target. Greenall. Lettieri offering at it. And Lettieri dispossessed Hockaday of this stick. Banakopoulos with a save off a sharp angle by Blanchard. Here's Nathan Lynn for Greenall. Greenall around Lettieri, cuts behind the net, centers one out front. Rolled towards the net, and again Banakopoulos stretching out a couple of saves for initially robbing Chase Blanchard. Here comes Alston Wang, already a shorthanded goal, but that time he tried a spinorama move and Hockaday stopped him. Here comes Newman and lost the puck. Collected by Hockaday, slides one down low for Nathan Lynn. Shot, and that one is swallowed up by Banakopoulos. He holds on. 25 seconds on the power play, 3:55 left in the third. the draw. Newman gets it back to the point. Hockaday will slide one over. Shot, and that one changed directions, deflected out front, went wide. Newman bounces one towards the nets. McCormick couldn't get the loose puck. Quick shot by Newman over the net. Jurczyk. Penalty about to expire. Centered out front, and a nice job of the paddle of the stick of Benakopoulos. Able to block that one, and he covers up. Off the draw, shot blocked. Chow skates it out. Feed for Tether. Drop pass. Pass intended for Sedgwick off a body and banked out. Sedgwick waits for his Tether, able to cut that one off. McCormick twisting and turning, chased by traffic out front. Little blind reversal. Back for Sedgwick at the left side. Shot through a crowd, never got through. Newman around the long side. Calling for the puck was Hockaday. Works a give and go. Shot goes wide. Down was the one he worked the give and go with. Chow and Newman in a foot race. Tether all by himself out front. Here is Tether, who scores to make it 5-1. Nice play by Aiden Chow. And we'll put a capper on these proceedings. Shea Tether, his third of the tournament. Luke Neshevich could have done with that one. Schuler. Dimitropoulos beyond Ibrahim.
Number 8. Shea Tether. Assisted by number 86, Aiden Sile. On the goal 2:18.
Inside 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Here's Nathan Lynn for Greenall. Tried to go backdoor for JP Shannon. Lynn colliding with his own teammates, and both get up. Puck inside the Toronto zone. Lettieri. 90 seconds to go. Lettieri bringing it in, lost the puck. And then just chipped down the ice. Icing called. With 1:23 to go here in the third period. Toronto looking comfortable and looking to gain their 5th straight win in this tournament. And it will be a 5th straight loss for the U.S. Central Atlantic. Perez went forward after the draw. Blanchard turning. Ibrahim and Perez, penalty coming up on the play. We'll get a little bit more half-hearted pushing and shoving. The U.S. Central Atlantic back to the power play. Perez to the penalty box. To the line, kept in, shot wide of the net from the point. Shot stopped by Benakopoulos. Big hit. And there's another penalty coming up on the play. Chase Blanchard to the penalty box for cross-checking. Face off back deep in the Central Atlantic penalty.
2 minutes for cross-checking. Chase Blanchard.
Doe, Jasper Wang stopped as we go inside, a minute to go. Neshevich with the save. Up top to Nadeau, 4-on-4 right now, and that'll be blown down on the offside. Stolen away. Greenall shot way wide. Alston Wang couldn't control. Nadeau. Jasper body check in the corner. Wang as they get all tangled up. This isn't really a scrap per se. I think they just both got tangled up, and now the silliness will start. And you get a feeling they might just run this clock down before things boil over. And again, that's exactly what they're going to do. Wyatt McInnes and Jasper Wang kind of got all tangled up with one another. Then they started wrestling. A couple of other people came in. And that's the game as the referees wisely run off the last 15 or so seconds. Toronto wins 5-1 as the teams will line it up on the blue line for the 3 stars.
The stars of the game are presented by.
And here are the 3 stars.
Our third star of the game is number 33, Luke Neshevich.
Goaltender Neshevich, who faced a lot of shots, gets the 3rd star.
And our second star of the game, coming from Team Toronto, number 86, Aiden Zhao.
Aiden Zhao. 2nd star. Had a shorthanded goal in the 2nd period to make it 4-0. Chipped in with an assist.
And the first star of our game, also coming from Team Toronto, number 74, Tony Dimitriopoulos.
And Dimitriopoulos will get the 1st star. And so, 3 stars are in the books. Toronto wins 5-1. Put the coffee on early. We start at 8 a.m. tomorrow. A full slate of action on hnlive.ca. You're watching CWENCH World Invitational Tournament. Steve Clark signing off for now. Good evening.